Hi, my name is Erica Monroe Kennerly. I am a wife, a mother, and a television network executive. I make deals for reality television shows for a living, so I basically dumb down America, and I love what I do. Quite frankly, there needs to be a reality show about making reality shows. I work a lot with the agents. The Hollywood agents are exactly who you expect them to be. They're exactly the stereotype that you see on movies and television shows, and they're hilarious. They drive me crazy, but they're hilarious. And reality stars, quite honestly, are a lot more difficult than more established stars, because they know that they really do only have 15 minutes of fame, and they want to capitalize on it immediately and as quickly and as fast and furiously as possible. So it kind of makes things very interesting, but it also makes things difficult. You're dealing with a lot of different personalities, a lot of different interests, and my job, basically, unlike the lawyer's job, whose job is to say pretty much no all the time, my job is to get to yes at all times. So not only am I representing the network, but I'm also advocating for the position of the producer or the talent or the production company internally in order to get the show made. What's next for reality TV? The digital frontier is huge, and so a lot of the established networks are now trying to compete with the YouTubers of the world. I see the world of reality television becoming much more accessible to everyone, because anyone can upload their own reality and have a gazillion visitors and followers. And I definitely see that the digital frontier opening the industry up to people who would never even have had a chance. People who never would have been able to obtain an agent to pitch their ideas or even get to an epicenter of entertainment like New York or LA. Now, we're finding talent everywhere. So we're the ones now chasing behind the concepts and the talent, as opposed to previously, the concepts and the talent were scratching at our doors trying to get into pitch. When I was not a mother, not married, I worked very long hours and really stressed myself out, I think unnecessarily, by putting a lot more weight and emotion on my professional experiences than I should have. Being a mother and a wife, I've learned to work smarter because I have a family to get home to, and I have to cut through all the crap in order to get to the nitty-gritty of exactly what I need to focus on in my deals. Getting it done right, and getting home to my family. So the whole domestication of Erica, I guess, has enabled me to learn to work a lot smarter than I have. And like I said, I look at things from a very common sense point of view, and for me, it's just television. A lot of television executives and producers look at it as the end of the world if something goes wrong with the production, or if budgets go out of whack, or if we don't get the talent we need or we want. And my approach is like, hey guys, this is just television, so let's step back and let's just take a break and let's figure out how to make this work in spite of all of those seemingly disastrous situations. So I think you'll find I'm a very high-strung person in general, but I try not to bring that into my work. And you'll find a lot of television and entertainment professionals in general who tend to get get really stressed out and who are very high-strung about what they're working on. And that's understandable, because when you produce and create, these are your babies, and you're like parents who are caring for your babies. So there's a lot of personal interest at stake. But I think I am a little atypical in that I tend to step back a little bit more and assess the situation from an outsider's point of view to kind of give myself a more objective instead of subjective feel about the situation. Someone's got to have some common sense in the room, so might as well be me. A lot of these agents, it's funny, there are not a lot of women, and definitely not a lot of black women in my area. So you don't have a lot of agents. You'll have women and black women or women of color representing talent, but a lot of them don't represent networks or producers or production companies. And so it's mostly a lot of like white men, some older, and I think they're just kind of thrown off by me, you know, because I'm very real, I'm very consistent. The way that I am at home is the way I'm at work with my friend. Like, I'm just very consistent across the board. And so I think that it's just kind of, they're just like, I can't believe she just said that, or I can't believe she just did that. And so it's like, it's sort of like the shock value, and it works, and it ends up working to my benefit. It's like, you know, hey, this is what it is, and you know, people take me for my word. They take me pretty seriously at what I do. We are going to a kiddie party. Yay! We're going to New Rock City in downtown New Rochelle, which is Rochelle's a town where I live. And New Rock City is a movie slash game slash activity complex across the street from the New Rochelle train station. And my daughter's birthday party, or the birthday party she was invited to, is in the mini golf little section of the activity center. So this is an average Saturday activity. Kiddie parties are our life, and we boldly go where no adult ever wants to go. In life, I am way more focused on the journey. I'm trying to be less focused on the destination, because life is the journey. You know, sometimes the destination that we think we're seeking is really the place where we started from, and life happens as you take that journey and often end up back exactly where you started. You know, there's a book that I love called The Alchemist, and that is the whole theme. You know, basically going out, trying to, you know, on this journey, on this adventure, trying to find your treasure, and in the end you end up finding it right where you started. See my daughter and her dad walking into the party. I'm gonna go join them.